Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. In today's video, we are going to look at Makeup by Mario's new Ethereal Eyes. It's the eyeshadow palette Moonlight. This is a second Ethereal Eyes palette that Makeup by Mario has done. And I don't think the eyeshadow palette craze is over. People were saying, oh, if you wear eyeshadow palettes, you're dating yourself. And that might be. I really don't look at what, the younger generation wears. And when I say younger generation, I mean like the tweens and the teens and the 20-year-olds maybe that are on TikTok. But I like eyeshadow palettes. And I after I watched a few videos, I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to go for it. I did earn a $100 Sephora gift point reward or whatever you call it. So I had that kind of in the hopper. And so I bought this palette with that $100 gift reward. And I also got another palette, which I'm going to review in another video. It says, experience Mario's artistic vision come to life with this limited edition palette. It is limited edition. I should have said that. Inside, you'll find 12 buildable, blendable shades and 4 unique finishes to create versatile looks that last. It also is ophthalmologist tested and approved. I like that actually because I have sensitive eyes and I don't really see I'm not sure I ever saw anybody describe that when they described their eyeshadow palettes before. They may have, but I don't recall it. It's not something that I see often. The glossy shimmer finish is a first of its kind pearl-infused formula that adorns eyelids with a reflective, wet-looking shine. The new suede satin finish has a smooth suede texture with a demi-silky sheen for subtle luminosity. The suede matte finish delivers enhanced grip for rich color, while the natural metallic finish amplifies shine with micronized pigments. So there is 12 shadows in here. The one is a satin cream, a shimmering opal, a matte, a metallic. Let's see, does he have any other ones? No. So it sounds like he's got 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of finishes on these. Yeah, so anyway, when I was watching his video, he said that he wanted this to emulate like midnight, like nighttime, and that's why it's like a midnight sort of look. But let's go ahead and take it out of the package. Here's the outer packaging. You saw that, when we first started the video. And then here's what the palette looks like. Now, other people that have his first Ethereal release said that it's heavier because it felt metal, and this one is not. But I'll tell you what, this feels kind of heavy. So let's go ahead and open this up and take a look at it. And it's beautiful. I really, really like this color story a lot. And I really think that you can get a lot of looks out of this. This was one of the things that I rationalized about getting the palette, because you almost have like a look here and then a look here. And then of course there's this whole side of the palette. So you could do something very neutral. If I cover up this side, you have that darker. So you could do a neutral, you could do something more gray based, you could do something more blue and midnight. So I heard also that from watching other people that you get a little bit of fallout with this palette. So everyone recommended that you do your eyes first and then finish the rest of your face, the rest of your makeup. So I just don't even know where to dive in here, but I do want to do a couple of swatches for you. It feels very, like these shadows feel very dense. They're not like flaky. So there's those two. And then the one that has the embossment is black, which I think we should try to use that. And then of course there's this blue shade, which I think is kind of like the winner in the palette. So you could see like when he's talking about this midnight sort of ethereal look, like the moon may be catching your eyes. So, you know, that kind of like, speaks to that, I would say, that that portion of the color story. Here's a much lighter shade. This is more taupey, I would say. And then let's swatch a couple of the shimmers here. So I believe this one is the metallic. So it's like shimmery and it has a really nice, like satiny, silky kind of feel. It feels really nice. And then here's another one right here. So you can see, I'm trying to catch the light for you. You could see that beautiful shimmer happening there. So, so let's see, let's go ahead and dive in. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to create like, I like what a couple of people did. They sort of created like an eyeliner, if you will, and they used the blue. And I already have my eyes prepped. I have my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer on. I'm actually getting a little bit low on this because I use it quite a bit. So let's go ahead and get started on this look. And so far, so there's that blue, which looks really nice. And I'm going to run that across my lid. So that's how we're looking so far. It's going on really nicely. Kind of like gray gunmetal. I just want to show you this. It does, I just reached into that shade. It does have a little bit of kick up. So, you're going to get that. But you know what? One of the reasons why I didn't like the first one, or I was just kind of like, meh, I don't know. A lot of people said that it was very powdery and they didn't really like that. And so, and then when I tested it in store, I kind of noticed that too. And that was, I think that was the thing that turned me off about the first palette. I'll tell you what, this is blending out beautifully. Like I am not having any issues at all blending. And I picked up that deep gray, like gunmetal shade, and just continuing to blend out and kind of layer it up. I like that I can like layer it and kind of build it up. And that's kind of like what I like about his eyeshadows, you know, because I'll show you at the end the other eyeshadow that I have, the other eyeshadow palette that I have, because I really enjoy using that palette, and it's very easy to use. And I've said that about that palette, that I think it's very user friendly, and I feel like this one is also very easy to use. The rest of my lid, I want to go in with this shade right here because it's kind of got like a shift to it. You see when I turn my finger there, you can see that it's got, and it's like metallic. So I really want it to show up. And this is where people have said that you start to get like the sparkles on your face. So, or the shimmer, whatever. You know, it could get all over. And but so far I'm really not, I don't feel like I'm really experiencing that. I just find that using my finger for these kind of shades is like the best way to go. I like that. I'm just going to go in a little bit and go back in with that shade and kind of just go over it a little bit because I think I lost a little bit of it when I put the shimmers on. And then I also want to try to put a little bit of this blue, which to me is like the star of this palette. I want to try to put a little bit of that, like blend that up in the corner here to kind of really get the blue. Okay, that's how we're looking. Okay, so I do have my Nabla liner, which is right there. And here's what it looks like. So it's blue. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna like deepen, like right there, like right on the lower lash line to the corner. For lashes, I want some drama. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the L'Oreal Iconic. I'm looking at my my display of mascara. So let me just grab one. Go in with this one. This is a newer mascara for L'Oreal. It's called Panoramic. And I really like this mascara a lot. I like this is plastic and it really grabs my eyelashes. So let's get this on and see how it looks. Okay, so mascara is on. Now I just need to finish the rest of my face because I didn't do the rest of my face because everybody said don't do your face first. But I think I would have been fine. I'm not really having like any bad experience with the palette with like as far as fallout and stuff goes. So we're of course gonna try to stick to Mario as much as possible. So I'm gonna go in with his foundation. Now, his foundation isn't my favorite. You know, it's okay. It has like little micro glitters in it. And so some people don't like the foundation because of that. It's not a bad foundation, but it just, I don't know. It's just, it's not my favorite. That's, you know, it's not bad, but it's not my favorite. Okay, so there it is on. The shade's a little warm for me too. You know, like it's not bad, but I might go up a shade. Like if I was going to repurchase it, I think I would. Okay, so the foundation went flying onto the floor and thank goodness it's okay. So, all right, I have not purchased his concealer, but I have a sample that I got from Sephora. So I'm going to grab that. I cannot find that concealer sample. It was like a sample card. So I am just going to use a different concealer. So let me see, which one should I use? I'm going to go in with the Cial. I did a full review of this concealer and the liquid bronzer. If you want to watch that video, I think it's in my concealer playlist if you want to go back and watch that. So I'm just going to blend this in. Let's go ahead and finish up the rest of the face. I have the Mario Bronzing Sculpting Stick. I really like this product a lot. And I'll put the shade and stuff down below for you, so if you're interested in it. And I usually just turn it around and use the other side. I kind of like that about this stick. And I think he came out recently with more shades, if I'm not mistaken. The other shades that I think he came out with will work. I'm also going to go in with the, what does he call this? Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. It's a lot of words. Okay, so that's how it's looking. It's a very pretty product. I mean, I will say that Mario does excel in his complexion products. Like I said, even though the foundation is not like a big fave for me, it's not bad. I mean, it's a nice foundation. Um, but I really like his complexion products. In case you were wondering how that works. And then for blush, we're also going to use a Mario product. Now these I like, but I don't know, I don't feel like they have a lot of longevity. This is the Soft Pop Plumping Veil, Blush Veil, and this shade is Perfect Pink. So he has another shade called like Barely There or something. It's another pink shade, but I didn't go for that one because I felt like it wasn't going to give my face any color. So let's go ahead and get this on now. And let me give you a little swatch. There's a swatch of it so you can see. Oh yeah, I haven't worn this in a while, and you know what? It's a really nice product. But like I said, you know, if I'm gonna like go to work and have it on all day, I don't necessarily feel like it has like a lot of longevity. But if you have like dry skin, you'd probably really like this product. Okay, and I have two lip liners that I really like. I like his lip liners a lot. I think one, I might have grinded down the name. Travis is one, so that's this one. Let me give you like a little swatch there. So that's Travis. That's the one that I tend to use more. And the other one is Hugh. And you can see that Hugh has more like a pink to it. So I haven't worn Hugh in a while, so I think I'm gonna use this one. That's Hugh. Hugh is really pretty. And then he came out with these beautiful lipsticks. Gosh, was it like in the spring? I think it was like before the last Sephora sale, but it was this year. He came out with these lipsticks, and it's like a metal, you know, so it's got like weight to it. And I got this shade, which is, the name of the shade is South Shore. So there it is. Mario named these lipsticks after areas in New York, like in the metropolitan New York area, and that's where I'm from originally. And I grew up on the South Shore, so I had to get the South Shore, and it's a very pretty shade. So let's go ahead and apply South Shore. So there's South Shore. And then I just want to powder down a little bit because I feel like really glowy. So I'm going to go in with my new Nabla setting powder, which I've been using and really enjoying. I really like the Nabla brand. They just came out with lip oils. So I might pick up a few to try. Okay, I'm just going to tap that off. I'm running out of, I got so many swatches on me. So you see how that just like, it helps like set the makeup. I almost feel like I can't even not do this anymore. Yeah, so I think that's really good. I'm really enjoying this. I did this was part of my review, one of my hauls that I did a few videos ago. It's recent, but it's a few videos ago if you want to go back and watch it. So, and then I just want to spray a little setting spray on, and then we'll assess. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. That's what we finished it off with. I'm just going to take off my headband and we'll finish up the video. Okay, my friends, we are back and we are finished with this eye look. So let me give you my thoughts on the palette. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very nice. I can't wait to actually dive into these more like down here, like in this area. What I like about this palette actually is if you want to do like a daytime look, you, like I said, you could stick to this area right here. And if you want to go more smoldery, you want to do like a smoky look, then you can, you can go up in this area here. And so I stuck more with those blues and grays for the purpose of the video. And so I'm really, really happy that I wound up picking this up. You already know how I feel about his foundation. So the other palette that I have is this one. This was the one that he came out with last year. So he either came out with this at this time last year, but I don't think he did because he came out with the Ethereal 1 palette again last year around this time. So I don't think he would have released this then. I do think this came out earlier this year. Anyway, I love this palette. This is another really good one. I like that it's not too big, so if I do want to take it with me. As far as the performance of the shadows go, I think the performance is really good. I'm actually very pleasantly surprised. I didn't get the amount of fallout that other people kind of mentioned happened to them. I mean, I saw it in the video too. Like I'd see the shimmer on the face, maybe that is the way it is now. I don't see it on myself. Of course I did my makeup after, but I did see it on some people. So I get why they kind of made that comment about it. But I didn't have any issues with it, and I thought this was going to be a mess. I thought, especially these darker shades. I mean, and if you have smaller eyes, these darker powdery shades can kind of go awry quickly, and that didn't happen for me. So I'm really pleasantly surprised by that. I just want to show you these swatches one more time if you want to see that. I mean, we mostly did Makeup by Mario. I'm sorry that I couldn't find the concealer, the little sampler concealer thing, but of course I'll find it when I'm done filming, right? And yeah, and all the other products that I have from him, his sculpting stick and the enhancer and this blush here, all really nice. Love the lipstick from him, and I really like his lip liners. I feel like they really stay on. In fact, I might re-up on this one. You can see it's getting really small. I mean, I do use this one a lot, and I have a lot of lip liner. So if this lip liner is getting down, that means I like it. So but that is the end of this review, my friends. I'd love to know if you plan on picking up this palette. Is it a color story that you like? And are you going to try to take advantage of it at the Sephora sale? I think you should, if you're at least getting 20% off. 15, that's still okay. It's better than no sale at all. 20%, of course, is better. And I know Mario does sales around Black Friday and stuff too, and he does a pretty good one if you can hold off that long. But if you're not already following me, please give me a follow and join our little makeup family. We'd love to have you. And give me a follow over on Instagram too. I'd love to have you be a part of the makeup family there as well. I really want to thank you for being here today. I want you to know that I always appreciate you clicking on my video, liking the video, commenting. It means the world to me, and I really hope that you found the video helpful. It's always my goal. So I will see you guys soon. There's more to come. Thanks again for watching.